And we are live. Greetings to this midweek announcement from the Mike G in the Morning program. We've got a special announcement. The program this week is not on Thursday. It will be on Wednesday. And we've got a very special episode of the Mike G in the Morning program. In light of the Supreme Court of the United States decision in Bruin, we have the Second Amendment flourishing throughout the United States in places known as the People's Republic of New Jersey and the People's Republic of Maryland. And as a result, you have plenty of law-abiding citizens who wish to protect themselves by being armed and getting a permit or a license to carry a concealed firearm. While there are requirements that go along with that, no longer justifiable need. You no longer have to show in New Jersey that you've got some stalker who's sitting outside in a tree waiting for you. And they're going to stab you any second now. So pretty please give me my license so I can protect myself after I've already been stabbed to death. Same thing goes for Maryland. You don't got to show that you've got some kind of business and you carry cash or whatever else they were previously requiring. Instead, the God-given right to keep and bear arms is all you need. But you will have to take a course. So we have two instructors from New Jersey and Maryland joining us. From New Jersey, we've got David Kotz of Elite Tactical Armory, EliteTacticalArmory.com. And in Maryland, we've got Tony Domenico, who's joined us on this program in the past. Philly Chris, I am absolutely excited for this one, aren't you?
I'm very excited. It'll be great to have David back on, too, from Elite Tactical Armory.
And PACommercialarmory.com.
Exactly.
Tacticalarmory.com and PACommercialarmory.com. Your firearm storage solution in the Lehigh Valley.
There we go, brother.
Tony Domenico is great. He's a school teacher who's had the courage to come on the air and talk about his belief in our Second Amendment. Pretty sure that could get you in a lot of hot water these days, right? You're not allowed to say that you support the Constitution, are you?
No, you have to call it something else, sort of like we use the term zucchini and other crazy terms.
I think that's what makes him such a great instructor, though, is used to teaching kids and teaching other individuals. We've got a lot of people joining in on the chat over here.
Yeah, nice to see someone. We got Stacks and Educated Citizen and Rita. Some loyal fans. Hey now, Stacks and Rita. Hey now.
So, Chris, what day of the week are we going to be broadcasting this week?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, instead of Thursday, we'll be broadcasting tomorrow night, 7 o'clock live on Wednesday evening. Tune in. You know what time it is.
7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Wednesday. We got Rusty tuning in. Give him a hey now.
Hey, Russ is with us, our producer.
Hey now,
Russ. What's going on? I think he's having some pizza right now, I heard.
Oh, yeah. 2.5 feet of cheese. Stacks, hey now.
Hey now, Stacks. Hey now. So I'm excited. We'll be talking some gun stuff with some experts. I love it.
And it's about time. It's about time. You know, a lot of people thought we would never see this in our lifetime, where you can get what they call a permit to carry in New Jersey and a license in Maryland. To be able to carry a firearm to protect yourselves. Because for anybody's recent memory and everybody else's lifetime, there's only the criminals who are allowed to have firearms, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do everything backwards, upside down, and crazy, might as well just allow the criminals, right? You know what's
great, and we'll bring this back this week. For a very long time on this program, every single week, I would cite the statistics about the murders, violent crimes in Baltimore, Maryland, and Newark, New Jersey. And the reason I did that every single week is to make a point that the politicians over there don't care about the lives that are lost. They want to simply go out there and claim that they've created a new gun law, and that shows that they care. Well, they don't care, because they know that the true source of change has nothing to do with throwing another law at something that's not going to impact them in any way, shape, or form, right?
Yeah, sure.
They don't care. They're still going to be allowed to be armed or have armed security guards, so it doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, they're safe.
But then go out there and grandstand and make it seem as if they care. Meanwhile, you have people dying in the streets in Baltimore, Maryland. There was one murder a day for a period of time when we were going through these statistics. And these are two of the states with the most oppressive gun laws in the country. Yet we saw constant streams of murders going throughout these cities. So we'll revisit that before our episode. We'll take a look at the statistics to remind our listeners that they don't care. And, the point is to cite these statistics and bring them to people's attention in efforts to maybe force them to care. Because you can't throw another gun law at these things, and gun laws do not cure murder. There's no question about it.
Yeah, and that's already illegal, right?
The murder is already illegal.
Just double checking. Just checking, yeah.
That is absolutely correct. They haven't changed that anytime soon.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think they're looking into it the way things are right now. You never know.
So tune in at what day, Philly Chris? What day is it?
Tomorrow, Wednesday, live, 7:00 p.m. Mike, Philly Chris, Liberty, and Russ, the producer.
And special guests, David Kotz of Elite Tactical Armory, EliteTacticalArmory.com, and PACommercialArmory.com. And we've got Tony Domenico, instructor from Maryland. They're going to talk to you about what it takes to get your license in each respective state and the training that's involved. They've been extremely, extremely busy in light of the recent holding in the Supreme Court case.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time over there. Yeah.
Randy popping in. Give him a hey now.
Hey now, Randy. Hey now. Hey now.
If you didn't catch us, Randy, we will be broadcasting tomorrow on Wednesday. And we have two very special guests, New Jersey instructor David Kotz and Maryland instructor Tony Domenico, to talk about what it takes to get trained up and get your license in each respective state. I know that's going to be something a lot of people are interested in. Pennsylvania residents, some of them live very close to the New Jersey border. Some of them live very close to the Maryland border, and you can very, very easily get jammed up over there. In New Jersey, it's no joke. 3.5 years mandatory minimum in state prison, no opportunity for parole, and no discretion by the judge. And if you can now avoid that by getting a permit to carry, getting your training, submitting your paperwork, and something similar in Maryland, then that's going to be a very, very big deal.
Yeah, big deal
for people to.
What do you think the likelihood is of like getting reciprocity for us folks on the Pennsylvania side?
Probably zero. Probably zero for a number of reasons. Think about it. So not only the fact that they don't want to honor anybody else's licenses, and the whole trick used to be, well, we don't honor your license because you can just go ahead and come get a license over here because we offer them to non-residents as well.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, they didn't issue them to anybody, resident or non-resident. It was absolutely insane the way they would do it. And so
it is.
I don't think for that reason, they're not going to start affording reciprocity. But even deeper than that, you'll have some states that are not traditionally anti-gun or not known for being anti-gun who don't have reciprocity with Pennsylvania because their requirements are different. Essentially, in certain states where they have the requirement for a class, other states that have classes might be honored, but a place like Pennsylvania where it's in and out of the courthouse 20 minutes, $20, they're not going to honor that because we don't have the training requirement.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's so when I had to do all of those requirements in Oklahoma, 8-hour course, 2 written exams, the shooting qualification, the whole deal, when you're doing it and when you're involved in it, it seems like a real burden. But you realize that there's a layer to that that's somewhat of a blessing because more states will honor that. I was honored in more states with my Oklahoma resident concealed handgun license. We called it back then.
Some silver lining there.
But I had more states honor that resident license than I can get as a Pennsylvania resident with 2 other non-resident licenses. So one license had more just because the qualifications were fairly stringent. And
and training's good.
They matched up for some of these other states. And Delaware, that's what we see. Delaware doesn't honor Pennsylvania. They have a training requirement. But if you go ahead and get a Utah license, if you get an Arizona license,
there you go.
And Delaware will say, okay, you've done training in order to get that Utah license. And the Utah training really isn't like it was in Oklahoma. There's no shooting qualification or anything like that.
Gotcha.
So for a lot of people, it's something that's well worth doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We're going to let everybody have a good evening. And don't forget, there's a special date and time for our broadcast this week. It is on when, Philly Chris?
Wednesday, tomorrow night, 7:00 live. Join us.
Wednesday. So we will see you all on Wednesday. I've had it with you, folks. Be there Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be a mustard-eating knucklehead.
Has anybody told Russ, by the way? Has anybody told Russ? Has anyone told Russ we're doing it tomorrow? I'm just kidding.
Who needs Russ?
Right. CB will be available.
He'll be there or he'll be a mustard eating.
That's right.
That's all, folks.